Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are taking another road trip today, and we are not taking the van. We are taking the car, and we're gonna do a 48-hour road trip. No, I take that back. We're headed to Canada for 48 hours. So I want to bring you guys along. I might not be able to film everything, but I'm gonna try to capture as much as I can. So let's Hey guys, I want to talk about the Canadian border. We just crossed the border, so let's talk about it. Going to the border was a breeze. Pulling up was a breeze. They just asked a couple of questions, you know, why are we visiting Canada, and do we have any liquor, tobacco, stuff like that, firearms, and where we're staying. Easy. The gentleman was really nice. And he took a little time, you know, not long at all, but, you know, did what they had to do, I guess, you know, put it in a system and whatever the case may be. Handed us our passports and said, have a good time at the concert. We were like, cool, you know, and we were excited. And so I'll play the rest of the video here. Hey, welcome to Canada. Whew, I have 3 more hours to go before I reach my destination. So far so good. The drive has been smooth. So whew, let me put this camera down and finish the drive, because I don't know about the Canada laws. Bye. Oh my goodness, I am driving on Canada Highway. I am super excited. Woo! Nervous at the same time, because I do not know. But everything looks the same. Everything, you can read the street signs and the highway signs, I mean, and things like that. So, yeah. This is weird. But I'm glad you guys are following along with me. Oh, I know. Good afternoon everybody. I have found a park location. It is so beautiful, beautiful. It is now 24 hours of me being here in Canada. I believe I'm in Toronto right now. It is so nice. It is so nice here. So I'm gonna take a walk here in this park and just enjoy myself here in Canada. I planned this trip to come out here to go to the Chris Brown concert, and I could have went to a concert in my home state, which is Illinois, but I choose to take a trip because I love to travel. So I was like, why not purchase tickets in Canada? Take a trip to Canada. So that is the reason for me being out here at this time. I'm now about to cross the Humber River Bridge here. This is so beautiful. Wow. Wow, this is such a beautiful walk and bridge. This is beautiful. I'm really enjoying myself here.
Stone the Thinker 420.
Oh. Right there, so you literally go here.
Is there a scary species taking over?
Dare to go inside and discover the nest full of unknown artificial life form. Will you be eaten by aliens or
You explore!
You can still have the museum. Look, why we going towards the street where it said and make a right left?
That's what I told you.
We
gotta
walking towards the way.
I mean, we can either go that way and come back.
But it literally say that. It's saying.
That's pretty cool.
Speaking of watch.
Hey, welcome to Niagara Falls. I'm on the Canada side, of course, as you guys know. I already know, but ooh, wow, this is beautiful. Look at the boats are available. They are doing it. Oh my god. You want to go there? Look at the mirror.
You. Hey, you. Yeah. T-shirt shop.
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Now, we're done with Canada. We had a blast at Chris Brown concert. We went to downtown Toronto. It was beautiful. I seen a lot of unique things. We went to Niagara Falls. That was great. Oh, had so much fun. We ate at this good restaurant, had some good drinks. So I really enjoyed this 48-hour trip to Canada with my niece. And let's head home now, right? Got to get back on the road or head home. Now, we spent all day in Canada, you know, so by the time we started heading home, it was getting late, you know, nighttime, and we knew we were going to be driving in the dark at night. Now, we came up to the state's border coming into Michigan. That was a nightmare. So we pull up, and the gentleman asked for our passports and asked why we were here. I mean, you know, why we were visiting Canada. And we told him, and he was like, you coming back this late? He was very nasty. He was very mean. His questions was aggressive. I continue to keep a smile on my face. I'm like, I'm not going to let the devil, and I'm sorry, yes, I'm saying that. I'm not going to let the devil, the evilness of a person, bring down my joy, because during that time, it was a very difficult time for me, you know. I don't want to keep bringing up, you know, I'm going through something emotional. So I didn't let that bother me. So what I did was continue to just have a conversation with my niece, allow him to do what he needs to do. Then he come back to the window and he goes, is this your car? Really nasty. And I'm like, yes, this is my car. He already knew that if you run my plates, they do everything they need to do with the vehicle. They know who I am. They know who car that was. I just didn't understand why he would ask me in an aggressive way, is this my car? And, you know, it was bad enough. He was like, you know, why are you coming back this late? You know, it just was like, what? I didn't understand it. And so I heard a beep on my car. So I looked at him and I was like, did you hear that? And he looked at the hood of the car and was like, oh, no, I don't hear anything. I don't know what they were doing, scanning the car or something, but it was a beep. And it caught my attention. So after that, he handed us the passports, and we were still happy, excited. You know, I put the passports down. He goes, pull up over there. Let me rewind. At this Canadian border, border from the Canadian to the U.S., it's really tight that way. And I don't remember which border that was, but it goes right into Michigan. So I don't know how many borders there are that go into Michigan, but we will be going into Michigan and then going into Detroit. So if you guys know which border that is, leave it in a comment. If not, that's okay. But that's where we was. That's where we were. And so it's really tight to make that turn to get over there to where the building is where he wanted us to go. And I'm trying to navigate through that. And I finally did it. You know, at this point, I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what's going on? You know, I don't smoke. I don't drink. We don't have anything in the car. There's no weapons. There's no nothing. It's just a day trip. Over there, I realized they pulling everybody over. I mean, everybody that come through the border. And when we pulled over and everybody was still in their vehicles, there was 3 officers standing in the middle between the cars yelling. Well, one was yelling, turn your cars off, grab your keys, and just take any cash that you have and your identification and get out of the cars and go through the doors right there to your left. I mean, yelling like a drill sergeant. Like, I'm saying it nice because I'm not a man. Babies, people getting their kids out the cars, the babies, they were sleeping. You had this older lady, she was fumbling her purse because she was scared. They really scared everybody for no reason, you know, and I was just like, this is ridiculous. Is this U.S.? Is this, we live here? And, you know, everybody had questions like, what's going on? You know, the car up there was talking to somebody, you know, officer, like, what's going on? This family over here, they're looking confused. I'm looking confused. I'm telling my niece, well, get your purse, you know, and things like that, get your ID or whatever. And he was like, you know, leave your purse in the car, you know, and I was like, well, get your stuff out of there, you know. And there was this one nice officer standing on the passenger side where my niece was, and he helped us out. He was like, he calmed us, if, you know, he calmed me, if that makes sense. he was like, don't worry about it, just if you have any cash in the purse, just have her take it out and just put it in the back seat. And then he goes, no, I'll put it in the back seat. It's okay. If she have anything in there, take it out. I'll put it in the back seat for you. And I gave him the purse and he put it in the back seat. And he was like, just go through those doors right there. And we went through the doors. When we got in there was more people in there. I didn't even know. That's how confused I was. I didn't even know there were more cars. And so when we sit down, the people inside were really nice. They were really nice. So they just asked for our passports and we gave them the passport. They just asked why we were visiting Canada, things like that. And did we bring any duty-free items? And we said no. And then when they were done questioning us, we sat down for not even a minute. We like literally just sat down. And they called my last name and they say, you can go to your car now. And I was like, oh, okay, and went to the car, the hood of my car up, the trunk of my car up, and all the doors are open. And I'm like, wow, they didn't even close the stuff back. And they just left our stuff, like just rambled through our stuff. And it wasn't necessary. You literally could look at my car and see there ain't nothing in my car. I really don't drive my car. So we just had our one suitcase, a bag, not even a suitcase, a bag, a duffel bag, because we just was gone for 48 hours. So I closed the doors, I closed my trunk, I closed the hood of my car. So now it's time to get out. So I asked the cop, I said, which way do we go now to get out? Because at this point, now I'm confused from my directions now, because I seen when I was in line with the first officer checking at the border that I could go that way and then go that way. But once you go this way and then you get all confused with the yelling and this, I'm not going to say you, and I'm not going to say that person or that person or that person. I'm going to say me. I, got confused. I'm like, okay, how do I get out of here? And the officer was like, that way. And they all laughing. I didn't like that. That was very unprofessional of them. If that was a tactic to startle people, if they are carrying things or whatever, okay, they did their job. But it was unnecessary, especially when you see little babies, little kids, they sleeping, and you scaring families in a car. Luckily it was just me and my niece, but I felt sorry for those families, and it just was terrible. The U.S. needs to do better. That was just horrible. Attitude, being aggressive. Some people do not deserve that badge, and I mean it. And what I'm saying right now has nothing to do with race. I'm not talking about race, because all those cars were different race. It's not about race. This is speaking of when you give someone a badge, they just think they just have that top authority, and their mentality is just horrible. It's like they in control. They controlling this, and you better listen. And you don't have to conduct yourself that way, officer in Michigan, at the Michigan border, sir. All of you guys did not have to do that. It was uncalled for. I have someone that's really, really, really close to me that is in law enforcement. And when I say really close, really, really close to me, and I cannot say who that person is. And I immediately called this person and to see what's going on, why did this happen? Why were they talking to us like this? Things like that. And to help me understand, to calm me so that I can get home peacefully, because my mind was just all over the place. So that was my experience crossing the border back into the U.S. And I told my niece I would never go to Canada again, but now that all of that time has went by and I thought about it or whatever, I will go to Canada. I just won't go that way. I will go the New York way, and that's the way I went the first time I visited Canada. We had no problems going into Canada, had no problems coming out of Canada. I don't know if it was because it was late at night, so bad things happen, late at night or whatever the case may be, but it was a horrible experience for me, and I didn't like it at all, and I won't go that way again. It happened to me once. I will not let it happen to me again. So that is my experience coming back into the U.S. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you if you stayed this long in the video. I appreciate you all, and hopefully if you have not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. I will appreciate it gratefully, and it will help me grow my channel. So thank you guys, and thanks for watching Van Miles with the Coaches, and I am out. Peace.